I obviously want to document all the cool things that we're doing. Probably gonna only go to Iceland once in my life, so I definitely want to bring my high quality camera and make sure that I'm capturing all of the awesome moments and memories that we're creating. Hey friend, I'm Becky. Welcome back to Conscious Flow Living. So I'm actually getting ready to go to Iceland today with my partner and I'm so excited. So today I'm going to share with you how I pack as someone who is non-toxic, a new minimalist, and super health conscious. Also, I am incredibly allergic to a lot of things. I have celiac disease and mcas, so I am traveling with a lot of my own food, and I thought it'd be interesting just to share with you how I do that. And my partner and I, we travel frequently. Last year I think we took like 10 vacations, so we're very used to traveling. We're very efficient when it comes to traveling, but that being said, I've only been minimalist for a few months now, so I've only taken one trip since I've kind of transitioned to a minimalist lifestyle, and that trip was going somewhere warm. We went to Cabo a couple months ago, and it's a lot easier to pack, in my opinion, as a minimalist when you're going somewhere warm. You don't have to bring any like large clothing. Everything's really small. I just brought sandals. I didn't have to really bring any other shoes or outerwear or anything like that. So I'm excited to take you guys along with me today as I pack for the first time to go somewhere cold as a minimalist. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I do the night before is I actually lay out my clothes for the airport so that I don't have to think about it the morning of when I'm heading out. No matter what time I'm leaving, I always pick out my clothes the day before, and I will wear my bulky clothes on the plane. So I have this warm winter jacket that I actually rented. I'm gonna wear this on the plane. I doubled up with another layer because we have a 7-hour layover in Copenhagen and it's gonna be chilly, so I definitely want to be warm enough. And then I have just like a loose, comfy, flowy shirt under it. I've had this for like, I don't know, 5 years or something, and it's kind of like my go-to staple when I'm traveling. I always wear this shirt on the plane just because it's comfy. I always wear leggings because it's comfy. And then I'm actually going to be wearing rain boots on the plane. It's pouring here. It's easy to get on and off, and it's going to be raining and snowing the whole time we're in Iceland, so I'm going to pack my heavy winter boots that I rented in my bag, and then I'm going to wear my rain boots on the plane so I don't have to pack those in my bag as well. So the one thing that I always do is I make my bed so it's nice and clean, and then I actually will lay out all my clothes onto my bed to pack. I just like having kind of like a clear surface in one place where I can just really lay out all my outfits and see exactly what it is that I'm going to be bringing. I always make a detailed packing list on my phone before a trip, and I break it up into categories of what's going to go in my carry-on bag and what's going to go in my check bag, and then I also add a little to-do list at the bottom so I don't forget to take care of anything before I leave. I also always use these packing cubes when I'm traveling. I just got these on Amazon, and I'll link them down below in case you're in the market for some. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is pack my carry-on bag. I feel like that's an easy place to start. There's not that much that goes in there. So I just bring this backpack with me because I can also use this as kind of like my purse when I'm walking around. This is by Terra thread. I really like this company. Everything is ethically made and sustainable. I actually bought this on Made Trade. If you haven't checked out that website, it's really great. They have tons of like eco-friendly products. So I'll link that down below. And yeah, I like this because it's kind of hard to see, but there's like one big pocket here in the front, 2 side pockets for water bottles or anything else you want to put in there, and then inside is just a good size, and there's a pocket on the back and a pocket on the front.
Been trying to get a hold of you all night. We haven't talked in months, but that's alright.
Okay, so that is normally everything that I would bring if I was traveling in my carry-on. I like to keep my carry-on super light, easy to bring on and off the plane. I don't want to be having a sore back when I'm walking around the airport. So normally my bag is super light. But because I work online and in social media and here on YouTube, I have to bring all of my filming equipment and my editing equipment with me. So I'm actually gonna have to pack an electronic bag, my camera, probably my little tripod, and a couple other things. So I want to show you what else I have to bring. And this is definitely an area I've kind of struggled as a new minimalist to find simplicity when I have a lot of equipment that is necessary as it's part of my job. So I obviously want to document all the cool things that we're doing. Probably gonna only go to Iceland once in my life. So I definitely want to bring my high quality camera and make sure that I'm capturing all of the awesome moments and memories that we're creating. But that being said, I do feel like I have really been trying to simplify and streamline all of my equipment. And what I've done is I've created a really great organizational system so that it doesn't feel super cluttered, because there's a lot of like little pieces like memory cards and cords and chargers and things like that I do have to bring. But let me show you how I keep it all organized and tidy so that it doesn't feel quite as overwhelming, and it helps to keep me calm and peaceful, which is the reason I decided to become a minimalist in the first place. That's everything that's in my carry-on bag. You can see, yeah, obviously it's a little bit more full now that I added all my camera equipment. I don't have my camera actually in there because I'm still filming on it, but I put the case in here, which is the same size. And I was still able to fit everything into just one bag. It's not even that big of a bag, and it's really like not even that heavy. So I feel like this is pretty good considering I have everything I need to film and edit content. Now I'm going to pack my checked bag, starting with all the winter gear that I rented. Something that I've recently realized since switching to minimalism is that I don't need to actually own everything. I've found that it's been really helpful to start renting things that are just for like one or two kind of one-off special occasions. And seeing as I do live in Southern California and it is a pretty mild temperature here, I don't actually own really any winter clothes. So I found this to be such a great way to actually be able to provide the items that I need for my trip without having to add more clutter to my room. Next, I pack all my small clothing items into this tiny little bag here, including my bras, my socks, my underwear. I did also add my bathing suits in here after. Just easier to keep track of everything when they're in a small little bag like this. Next up, I packed my regular clothes that I already own, and I will say packing now, since I have downsized my wardrobe to a capsule wardrobe, is just so much easier. I used to travel with way too many clothes, and now I only bring the absolute necessities. And honestly, I could have traveled with less. I didn't even end up using all of these things. I didn't end up wearing my jeans. I found that I was wearing a lot more like comfier clothes since we were layering up. So yeah, I've really enjoyed traveling with less clothing. It's just so much easier to mix and match my clothes and pick them out every day when I'm on my trip, when I already have a capsule wardrobe and everything kind of matches. So yeah, this is everything that I brought with me for clothing. Next up, I pack my toiletries, and this is another area that is just so much easier to pack now that I have downsized and minimized all of my toiletry items. My makeup is already packed in this little black bag that you see here. And then I just add a couple essential non-toxic products because I don't really trust any of the products when I'm traveling. I like to make sure everything that I put on my skin is totally safe. So I just bring exactly what I like and know and trust. Okay, so that's everything in my suitcase. All my clothes, all my toiletries. I do have to throw my winter boots in that I rented, and then my sandals because we're gonna go to a bunch of different hot springs. So we're actually gonna be in bathing suits quite a bit. But you can see that I have an entire half of my suitcase still totally empty other than once I put my boots in. And I could absolutely normally use a much smaller suitcase to fit everything that I was gonna bring. But let me show you what I'm gonna do with this side of my suitcase. Okay, so this is my package from Thrive Market that I ordered this week. And no, I'm not bringing all this food with me, but I wanted to show you some of the goodies that I get because this is one of my favorite ways to purchase quality organic food for a discounted price. And I love that they deliver it right to your door. So I actually have a link down below for you guys where you can get up to $60 worth of free food on your first order. So be sure to check that out. So some of this is just food that I will keep for my house, like cassava pasta, cassava grain-free, orzo. Even Whole Foods stopped selling this. The only place I can get this right now is from Thrive Market. So over here I have just like a bunch of snacks, different things for my kids. I actually got the Blue Land starter kit for dishwasher detergent. So it has these little dishwasher tabs, and it comes the first time you order it, it comes with this little tin to put them in. And then every time you order in the future, it comes in this bag, which I love, reducing your plastic waste. And it's fragrance free, dye free, all the yucky chemical free. So definitely love Blue Land. They also make laundry detergent tablets if you're in the market for that. So I am whole food plant-based, and I also have a ton of food allergies. So sometimes when I travel, it can be really hard to find food that I can eat without getting sick, especially at the airport. I almost never can find food at the airport that I'm able to eat. And then I always get a little bit nervous when I go to another country because I'm scared that like someone at a restaurant might not speak English, or they might not understand the translation properly, and then I could accidentally eat something that makes me sick. So I did research. Iceland is supposedly super vegan friendly, which is great, but I am overly cautious when it comes to my allergies. So what I do is I am bringing a bunch of pre-made little like meals, and this is not ideal. This is not how I normally eat. I actually am normally grain-free, and pretty much all of this is grains, which is not ideal, but it's better than me eating something accidentally that I'm allergic to that causes hives and stomachache and all that kind of stuff. So I've got a bunch. I actually brought an oatmeal for every single day. I'm gonna put one in my carry-on bag which I'll show you in a second, and then I'm gonna put the rest in my large suitcase. So I got a couple different flavors of the Purely Elizabeth, which I really like. Also got the mixed berry flavor, and then I got these freeze-dried organic strawberries that I can throw into my oatmeals really easily. Again, not ideal. I would normally do fresh produce, but I'm gonna be in Iceland. I don't know what kind of produce there's gonna be there, so when you're in a pinch, this is really great. Okay, and then I got a ton of these instant ramen noodle soups. And again, I would never eat this normally. This is because I'm traveling. I know these don't have perfect ingredients, but it's definitely better than like the old school ramens that you would normally find. They're vegan, they're certified gluten-free. These are non-GMO, the tom yum. There's a red miso, and then this other rice noodle. And then I also got these pad thai noodles, which they do usually sell at Whole Foods as well. So yeah, I got one of these for every day. Again, this isn't enough to even like fully sustain me. I think these are only like 200 calories each, but in a pinch, at least I won't be starving. All I have to do is get hot water and I am able to make a meal out of oatmeal or soup. Okay, lesser evil. I love this popcorn as a snack. It just has coconut oil instead of other like seed oils and things, which I also try to avoid. So these are individual serving size packs, which is great because we're gonna do a lot of excursions. So I can just take one of these and throw it in my bag for the day along with the meal that I'm bringing. And then whenever I travel, I bring a ton of dried fruit. Dried fruit is so easy to carry with you. It doesn't get gross in your bag. It doesn't get like warm and mushy. So I got organic dried mango, organic pitted medjool dates. I also got these organic power snacks, which are really great. Okay, these I actually got for my kids, but I bought 2 boxes, so I think I'm gonna dig some of these for myself. It's just organic mango and guava whole fruit gummies, which is not actually a gummy, it's just dried fruit. But these also come in these little individual packets. So again, I can take one of these on the plane. I could throw one in my bag for the day when we're going on an outing, and it's just really easy to transport. Chocolate, I love this chocolate. You can't go anywhere without chocolate. I am forever a chocolate girl. This is Hue organic vegan chocolate and I love it. The mint one's really good. The salted caramel is really good. I might also bring these organic kale chips. Super easy snack to have on the go. All right, I think that's everything. So let's load it into my bag and see how it fits. Okay, so then this is what I'm gonna actually take on the plane with me. The rest of the food's my suitcase. I just bring a little like grocery bag. This will be my personal item, or instead of having a purse, I always bring a water. Okay, one other thing that I always bring in this bag is this collapsible container. I'm gonna throw some fresh fruit in there for the plane. We're gonna be flying for like 24 hours, so I definitely wanna have some produce. And then I also have this little utensil set from Earth Aloha, which I love, so I don't have to use plastic when I'm at the airport or to grab any food. When I'm eating my soup and my oatmeal on the plane, I can just whip this out. All right, I also forgot, I have to take this baby with me, this long tripod, but it folds up pretty small. So I'm gonna throw that in my suitcase. All right, that is it for this week's video. That's everything that I'm packing for my trip to Iceland. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Now that I am all moved in and settled into my new house, I should be back on track with putting out weekly videos for you guys, all about non-toxic living, minimalism, and living a more healthy and conscious lives. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. All right, time to go to the airport. Bye.